Let's talk about the purpose of storytelling during the interview. Welcome back to another episode of Udacity Career Tips. My name is Martin McGovern, and this week we're going to be learning about the story of Jeff. But before we do, I want to acknowledge how difficult storytelling is and how frustrating it can be to be told that you need to learn an entirely new skill set on top of the primary skill set that you just learned for your job. I get it, and I'll be the first to admit that I am not the world's best storyteller. But we all need to know at least the basics of storytelling, because without it, people cannot understand what we are trying to say. Which brings us back to Jeff. Jeff and I were working together, and he was crushing it in his job search. It wasn't long before he landed his first interview, and we were combing through a list of the 30 most asked interview questions. We hopped on Skype and launched into our first question. How did you discover front-end development? Jeff responded, how I found it is because I love technology and am interested in the Internet of Things. And then he stopped. His answer sort of touched on the question, but it really didn't go into much detail. I wanted to know what kinds of Internet of Things devices inspired him, so I went off script and launched into question number 2. Why do you like the Internet of Things? His answer, because it's the future and it's fun and exciting. Now this answer gave me nothing. What's fun about it? What's exciting? Why is it the future? Come on, Jeff, I need more details. I asked question number 3. What does a futuristic Internet of Things world look like to you? Jeff's response, touch-activated or thought-activated devices, better connectivity, and easier access to luxury in life. All right, we're getting closer, Jeff, but you're leaving me hanging on a lot of details, and you kind of ended that one with a bit of a question mark at the end. Jeff and I paused, took a step back, and discussed what was happening. Here's what I said to him. Jeff, the answers that you're giving to these questions are way too high level. I know it feels like you're saying something, but from an outsider hearing your words, you're actually not really giving me enough to go on. As an interviewer, I'm not able to read your mind. So I need context, detail, and specifics in order to be able to process what it is that you're telling me. Jeff and I shook off the cobwebs and added more detail to his answers so that when he got to the interview, he would spend more time painting a picture in the head of the interviewer rather than giving these high-level answers. And you'll be happy to hear that Jeff got the job. Now, I wasn't in the room with him when he was interviewing, but he did report back that he used stories in order to build stronger connections with the interviewer. And if I were in the room, this is how I think it might have gone based off my conversations with Jeff. Let's go back to that first question. How did you discover front-end development? Jeff's answer. Over the years, I've really come to love the utility of connected devices and the Internet of Things, specifically Amazon Alexa and Google Home. Being able to yell the name of my favorite song or ask a trivia question from across the room and get a response truly is an amazing experience. Building a seamlessly connected world where our lives are enhanced by technology is something that I would like to be a part of and help build. That is how I got interested in programming and why I'm so excited for this role. Now that's a good story to tell when answering a question in an interview. Compare that to the first way that we answered that question, and you can see how much better this is at giving context, giving specifics, and explaining how this ties into the job at hand, the reason you're in this room, in this interview today. Jeff, you got the job. Now this is just the beginning. Knowing that you should tell a story and being able to tell a story are two very different things. So we'll be making more content around storytelling during the interview in the future. If you have any other questions related to the interview, please put them in the comments below and we'll be addressing them in future videos. Until then, thank you so much for watching. If you know anyone who's searching for a job right now, tag them in this video and let them know you're thinking about them. We look forward to answering more of your job search questions and wish you the best of luck in your search.